Ibn Ishaq wrote a genealogy, which was in contradiction to another genealogy. So I'm saying it's not authentic.
It's not authentic. That's for you.
It's not authentic.
It's not authentic.
Show me where. All you have to do, show me where someone says it's authentic.
Listen.
And I will take my shahada. Everyone's watching.
Listen. Go learn your story. How Muhammad saved you.
He said go to learn the story. I asked him last week to show me the genealogy of Muhammad, that it goes back to Ishmael. He could not show me anything. Show me it. Show me it. Because the claim of the Muslims, is that Muhammad was an Ishmaelite. My research has taken me to the conclusion that Muhammad was not from the line of Ishmael, because there is no Islamic genealogy, no pre-Islamic genealogy that proves that Muhammad came from the line of Ishmael. So my claim is, if anyone wants to make that claim, show me the evidence.
I'm not here to. I want to ask you. Where has your research taken you to for him to be descended from?
He's a descendant of. That's a good question. He's a descendant of Keturah, which is the third wife of Abraham. So he had Sarah, he had Hagar, and he had Keturah. Yeah. So this is where the Arabs come from, the third wife. So that's why I'm saying, if anyone disagrees, show me his genealogy. That goes back to Ishmael. That's all they have to do.
I've never heard that before. I didn't know there's a third wife.
If we show you now,
yeah, show me.
I've already asked him the question. You'll be satisfied or not?
Yes. Yes.
You changed your mind?
Yeah, he showed me already. Go on. I know.
So what do you want?
Shall I tell you why? Because it only goes to Adnan. It only goes to Adnan. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It goes to Adnan.
So you've done thorough research on this.
Yes.
You've gone through thousands of names, yeah?
There's not thousands. I can show you. Would you like to see it?
Hundreds.
No, not even hundreds.
How many?
Would you like to see his
So how many
genealogy?
generations are there between Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam?
I'll show you.
Watch it! Come 7 p.m. he's gonna disappear. His payment is gonna drop and he's
That's
gone.
his genealogy. It's not hundreds. Adnan, and then it goes to Ishmael. The gap between that is 1,000 years. So where is all the people between Adnan and Ishmael?
But this does not look like a picture that represents thorough research. This is some quick pick with like 20 names.
You can research, take a picture and research it. If I'm here next week, tell me this is a lie.
Say no more. No,
Tell me this.
I won't tell you if this is a lie, but
Yeah.
just upon inspection, this doesn't look like it's detailed enough. Because if you're saying it's 1,000 years, you're showing me something with 20 names.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking Muslims to prove it.
No, I understand your point,
Right.
but how are you going to pull this? If you said there's 1,000 years
Because
between,
this is according to Muslims. This is from a Muslim source. This is what they claim the lineage is. And as you have rightly said, there's not enough names on
which
here.
Muslims?
Muslims in the park.
There's different sects of Muslims. Which
Sunnis.
ones? Sunnis.
Yes.
Cool.
So my point was exactly like yours. This is too short to be an accurate historical genealogy.
Yeah, but that doesn't prove or disprove anything.
Well, they claim he's an
it's just,
Ishmaelite and that the prophet came from Ishmael. So prove it to me.
Yeah, but I'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm not saying you prove it to me, but I'm saying whoever makes that claim,
I will
prove
personally,
it.
since I'm here speaking to you,
No problem.
I will personally make an attempt to try and bring you a detailed enough list to try and actually confirm it, because this is way too short.
Exactly.
I don't even know why you're using this as a...
Because this is what they provided.
Who's they?
Muslim websites.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, if you really want to get to the truth of the matter, you don't just take someone's word for it. You actually do your extensive research.
Of course.
Come to a conclusive point in it. Like this is just like what, 15 names?
Yeah, of course. So let me just show you, because according to the Bible,
This is neither here nor there. This is just a picture.
according to
20
the
names.
Bible, this is actual. So Saudi Arabia, because if you look, there was a kingdom called Sheba, which was from Yemen all the way up to like Medina, and the Prophet's lineage was actually from around Yemen area. So people always make the claim that the Bible says the Arabs specifically came from Ishmael. They partially did because they mixed with them, but the people of Arabia came from Keturah. So my question is, why would they claim he's from Ishmael? And if you do, just bring me the evidence. Simple.
All right, so you're not disputing that he has Ishmaelite blood in him. It's just
it's not Ishmael. Well, he's more from
Keturah from Abraham, so the
Yeah.
Ishmaelites. It's just a specific line is what
Yes.
you're contesting. All right.
So if anyone can disprove me, ask the imams, the sheikhs, whoever, bring a genealogy, because even in the Bible, we have the genealogy of Jesus, whether you believe it or not, but they knew it was important. So the question is, for example, Muslims will say we have the chains of narration of hadith, of the Quran. We know who wrote it. We know when whether they're reliable, when they lived, who they were. Show me the same for the genealogy. Let's see if his great grandfather, where he lived, whether he was reliable and whatnot. So it's the same process of method that you're using. So we'll say, look at the genealogy. It's important. So if you claim he's from Ishmael, you have to show me that genealogy.
Fair enough. But regarding Jesus, do you know his genealogy?
Yeah, in the book of Matthew and Luke, we get it from both parents, and I have it here.
No, it's Matthew, that's it.
Both Matthew and Luke. Yeah.
Is it Joseph?
Yeah, Joseph.
Why is Joseph?
But have you verified it only through Matthew and Luke, you said, right?
Yeah. So
Or have you done any, have you resorted to any other sources of information to try and fill in the gaps?
All I'm saying is just give me one source, because
I believe that book is corrupt.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
If you're going to just rely on that, you must have other sources.
My point was, even from your own books, give me a source. You can't even do that.
What do you mean from your own books regarding Jesus?
Quran, no, about Muhammad. Quran, Sunnah. Yeah, but we accept the Bible, so and it has the genealogy, whether it's true or not. Yeah, but I'm saying even on that level, because imagine if you ask me about British history, I wouldn't go and take a boat to China to ask about British history, because what most Muslims have to do, they have to go to the Bible, which is the book of the Jews, to prove that their own ancestry. Why didn't the Arabs write about their own ancestry, which would be?
I get what you're saying, but regarding Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I
Brother,
told you I'll be here next week and I'll bring you information.
From Adam.
I'm asking you about Jesus
from
now.
Adam to
I said, show me where it says authentic.
You just from Adam to Muhammad.
I said, show me where it says it's
From
authentic.
Adam,
Give me the names.
all of them here.
After Adnan, give me the next name.
Which Adnan?
Adnan.
Look, I tell you all
Yeah,
of
the
them.
Adnan's
all
there.
Of them.
I said
Adam,
after
no
Adnan,
shit,
that's
no
not authentic.
It's not authentic. That's not authentic.
The first person who wrote
It's not
the
authentic.
genealogy,
You're authentic. This is not
according
authentic.
to Ibn
all
Kathir,
of
I'm
them
sorry, Ibn
until-
Ishaq. Ibn
Abdullah
Ishaq
Muhammad
wrote a
sallallahu
genealogy,
alaihi
which was in
wasallam.
contradiction to another genealogy. So I'm saying, it's not authentic.
It's not authentic. That's for you.
It's not authentic.
It's not authentic.
Show me where. All you have to do, show me where someone says it's authentic.
Listen,
and I will take my shahada.
Rasulullah.
Everyone's watching. If he can show me, if he can show me, no.
So are you saying
Yes.
your whole
this
stance
is Jesus.
on not being a Muslim is Muhammad's genealogy?
He's not from the line of Ishmael.
No,
He's not-
is that your only point?
There's many,
Is
but
that your only issue?
that's one of the
And
biggest.
if
That's
you
one
were
of the
to
main
get that
ones.
information, you'll be Muslim. Is that what you're
That's
saying?
one. I'm saying if his
never
one.
become Muslim. It's
You
lying.
said I'll
No,
become
you're
Muslim.
lying.
Hey,
You've never become Muslim.
listen, in front of everyone.
No, let me try to escape
No,
now.
I'm answering your
You just
question.
said-
If
No, but let
he
me
can
finish, let me
prove,
finish.
if he can
But let me
prove,
finish. I heard what he said. We both privy to what he said.
Go on.
You're
Let
saying
him ask his
if
question.
it's not a question now. Here's a question.
He never become Muslim.
He
anyway.
said, you just told him that if he was to basically prove to you,
That lineage was authentic. I will take my shahada next week.
so what I'm asking you now is that is your only issue. That's the only one point stopping you from becoming Muslim.
No, it's not. It's just a challenge.
No. Did you hear what he said?
Yes. So your
What
question
did he
is?
say? He said I'll
Wait,
become Muslim.
yes.
He said I'll take my shahada if he was to prove to him.
It's called a
Yeah?
challenge.
Yes.
It's different. That's
No,
the
no,
only
no,
thing that's
no,
stopping him.
no.
Ask him. He's got other reservations.
No, but that's what he just said.
If you prove
What
him
do you mean
this,
challenge?
Don't worry.
He
Just that one.
explicitly said.
I heard him.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't need anything else.
Yeah, so
Just
challenge
show
him
me
to bring
his.
that
Show me
information.
that's
I
authentic.
understand it's a
I'll take my
challenge.
shahada next
He's challenging
week. Just that
him
one.
Next week.
Yes.
To bring him a
Look
credible.
You haven't shown me it's authentic. I said if you can show me it's authentic next week, you'll be. I'll take my shahada with you.
And then he'll take his shahada.
How
So
are
I'm
you gonna-
asking him. So I'm
That
telling
the
him,
Muslims
if that's your only
agree
issue,
that
then
it's authentic.
every other thing about Islam.
It's not his only issue. Ask him.
The scholars, the imams, the sheikhs,
So what is other issues?
whoever.
But he didn't say any other issues.
If the ummah
He
says
said
it's
that one
authentic,
issue.
my
So what
shahada
other
next
issue is
week.
there?
If we don't agree,
But I don't need to ask him because
So my
he said
question
that's
would be,
the
why
only
do you
issue.
think it's
He didn't say
authentic?
His opinions-
On what basis?
his
Because
opinions
you
on
just
other
got it
issues
from a
don't matter.
website.
He presented a challenge to this
Muhammad
man. He's that
Rasulullah.
confident.
Yes.
You can't find it. Are you not
Okay.
getting it?
I am getting it.
Rasulullah.
I am getting it. But what I'm saying is, he hasn't
Where he
done
come
extensive
from, where
research
he
to
doesn't
prove.
come from,
He hasn't provided
it
any
doesn't
research to
matter.
say it isn't true.
Muhammad
He's saying I
Rasulullah.
just
So
haven't
why
verified
do
it.
Muslims claim?
the Prophet of
Why?
Allah.
Where did the claim that Arabs are from Ishmael come from?
That's a fair point.
Yeah, but,
That's a fair point.
yeah, but
Who made that
talking
claim
to
up?
me, going this whole league.
Show me in the
Just based on
Quran
what
where
you
Muhammad,
think.
where Allah
What he
says
thinks is
Muhammad
that.
is from Ishmael. Show me in the Quran.
We just wanna run
Why
the
can't you
world.
show me in the Quran?
Muhammad is a prophet. If you come from Ismail,
So why-
or if you come, listen, we are better than you. Muhammad,
That's a bit mad.
if you come from Ishaq, or
Yes.
if you come from Ismail, or if you come from Nuh, or wherever he
What
come
is the
from,
evidence?
listen, wherever he come from,
Right.
is a prophet.
According to what?
To the Quran.
So he can be a prophet.
Muhammad Rasulullah. That's it. We're
doesn't-
done with this. We're done. We are done.
But he's,
You understand?
you can claim he's a
He's a
prophet.
prophet.
Well, you can claim he's a prophet, but you
If-
cannot claim he's a prophet from Ishmael.
Okay, if you come from Ishaq, we're happy too. If you come from Ismail, the
I
same.
said,
It doesn't matter.
I said you cannot make a
For you
claim that he's a
matter. For
prophet
us,
from
doesn't matter.
Ishmael.
For us, it doesn't
So why
matter.
do you claim that he's from
we
Ishmael?
claim or don't claim,
All right.
it doesn't matter.
Okay, answer my question.
Muhammad Rasulullah.
Okay.
Muhammad
Okay,
Rasulullah.
we'll wrap
That's
up.
it. I'm done.
Okay, last question. Where did Arabs come from?
The Arab come
I'm asking a simple question.
from the Middle East.
Yeah, but what? From
Middle
who?
East.
From who?
From who?
Israel
From who?
was Bani Israel from Yaqub. So I'm
From
asking
Yaqub,
you,
Yaqub,
where did the Arabs?
Why Yaqub? He was from
I'm
Ibrahim. no?
asking you, where now in the same. Where did the Arabs come from?
Middle East.
From where?
From Middle East.
From where? Monkeys?
East.
From where?
Middle East.
You don't just say you don't know.
From Ismail.
I'm
Or not
asking-
from Ismail. Muhammad is a prophet.
I'm asking a simple
See, you didn't ask
question.
him.
You see,
He didn't
he didn't
ask
ask
him.
exactly.
He's a prophet.
I didn't
We
ask.
are-
You
it's
see, you
not-
can't answer my
because
question. I'll go to your
God
question.
doesn't
I'll have to go.
We have to be from Ismail.
Basically, I asked
We
you.
don't
You
care.
said if you
He's a
obviously
prophet.
you're very confident in
Simple.
Muhammad not being descended for his lineage. You're not sure. You're confident that the lineage that is purported to be true is incorrect, and you seem very confident about that. What you said was, if he can prove it to you, then you're willing to take your shahada. What I'm telling you-
Inshallah. But this week in Yeshua.
That's not my point, though. So
Inshallah, yes,
let me
you are.
continue. Let's not just take a detour
Yeah, go
right
on.
now. Yeah? What I'm asking you is that is your only gripe.
So, in conclusion to this conversation, had a very pleasant conversation with the Somali brother, who's now gone. But essentially, this conversation started by asking Muslims why do they believe Muhammad was an Ishmaelite, because this assumption seems to have come from somewhere. And according to the Bible, because Muslims will claim the passage in Deuteronomy where it says that
Do you
a
celebrate
prophet
Christmas?
would come
celebrate
from
Easter?
amongst your
Then you are
brethren.
pagan.
So my question is,
Celebrate Christmas,
according
and
to
if you celebrate
according
Easter,
to
that means
according
you're celebrating directly hailing
that's got nothing
Satan.
to do with this
Doesn't
conversation.
matter. Doesn't matter.
That's got nothing to do with the conversation. So, so essentially, the conversation started by looking at the very foundation of the faith. So, if you claim a prophet to be from somewhere, my question was, what is the evidence that you can provide to confirm that this person is from this lineage? Because what we find historically is that Josephus was one of the first people we see that's called Arabs Ishmaelites. And then from this time, Christians started to call Arabs Ishmaelites. But actually, when we look in the Bible and investigate the claims, the Arabs in Arabia came from Keturah, not Hagar. So we see the line of Ishmael, but we see the line of Keturah, which descends into the Bedouins and those from Saudi Arabia, especially where the region in Yemen, where Sheba, where Muhammad was from. So the question is, the biblical evidence seems to be at odds, or in line with the historical evidence, but seems to be at odds with Islamic narrative. So I asked, can you prove from the Quran, can you prove from the Sunnah, can you prove from any Islamic or pre-Islamic information that proves that Muhammad is from the line of Ishmael? The reason why I brought this claim up is for consistency, because Muslims will claim the importance of knowing, having chains of narration. For example, who was the father, who was this relayed to, who was this hadith relayed to, and so forth. So essentially, we're applying the same criteria to genealogies. In the Bible, we see Jesus' genealogy because the Jews knew that was important. So for some reason, we don't see in Islamic literature pre-Quran any information about lineages. So essentially the wrap up was, and in wrapping up, if you cannot prove that Muhammad was from Ishmael, why then do Muslims claim that Muhammad was from Ishmael? This would be a false claim, and then this would be the basis, because a lot of the time we see the Da'is in the park arguing that Muhammad is from Ishmael, which is proof of his prophethood. But then if you take away that main claim, then that takes away their main contention for his proof of prophethood. Because then if he wasn't from Ishmael, then where was he from? And how can we then assure that he was a true prophet? So we said we'll have a conversation next week and we'll see what the evidences are brought. And on a note, peace out.